forgotten to remember? That's a question for you, really, because have you abandoned your story? Have you laid it aside and thought it unimportant? Have you given up on sharing what you've learned with others? Because if you have, we need to talk. Hey, I'm Leslie, and you're here at Lost in Wonder. This is a place where we encourage women to be resilient by growing in curiosity about what's beyond their little world, about gaining confidence as they do that, and then growing in courage that they can start that cycle over and over. We are made as women, as humans, to grow. Our God in heaven made us that way. No mistakes. We are made to grow. And part of growing is remembering where we've been. And that's why I'm here today. I'm standing in a place where several years ago I came a little earlier than this time in the morning, but I came and stood here before some big changes happened. Yes, welcome again. I'm Leslie, and here I am remembering what it was like before my journey. You see, I left the US as a solo traveler with 2 carry on bags, a one way ticket, and I didn't have it all figured out. No. And I ended up living and traveling overseas for years, then coming back here and having a whole new set of adventures. And so here we are together, me and you, thinking about those times in our life when there was a shift. It's good for our brain. It's good for us to reflect. It's good for us to remember those great things we've done in our head, rehearse them, get those good endorphins from the success you had, and share it with others. You get to enjoy it multiple times. That is a gift also. So let me just give you a peek. See, right now, it just looks kind of like bushes. But there's a different perspective. You see, that's how remembering works. Sometimes you just see the bushes and you need to pull back and remember what else is around. Check out this view. This is where I stood. This is where I stood with my back to the camera years ago, looking over this beautiful scene of this lake. And as I gazed over that lake and took that picture of me gazing over it, I was anticipating. I was anticipating what might come, and I was looking ahead to plans I'd made, but I couldn't imagine how they would exactly work out. And it was phenomenal. I tell about it in my book. So if you look below, you're going to see there is a link for Lost in Wonder, thriving when your compass fails. Because guess what? Our compass does fail. And it's how we grow. What will we do when we have a failure? Well, you got to look back. Think back of where you started. Reflect on that place. Identify some goals that you want to make moving ahead from that place. And then remember to look back and see the progress you've made. So as I look here, I am at a place in southern Pennsylvania. It's a beautiful place, but a place I knew nothing of when I got here. And it really shocked me. It was culture shock. But I look back now and see what a great preparation. I've lived in many countries on 5 continents, and the cultures are different. But part of it started right here by leaving Southern California as a full-time teacher with 1 toddler and moving to this small town with another baby on the way, being at home all the time, and coming before winter. Ugh, I had no idea how cold it was going to be. It was one of the coldest winters in history. Yes, brutal. But guess what? I got to live in Russia. And when I went there, part of the reason I had confidence was because, hey, I lived in Pennsylvania. I survived many a cold winter. I survived blizzards. I shoveled snow. I put wood in the stove. I can do this. So I remembered. I had set goals, I took steps, and I reflected. And when the opportunity to go to Russia came, I was concerned, honestly. I remember thinking, how did these people make it through the winter? It really was a concern. But there I was, looking back and saying, I've done this before. I can do this. Thank you, God, for that gift of remembering. And we need to make use of that gift. He's given us that memory. So here I am at a place where years ago I stood wondering what would be next. What about you? Where can you go today that you can look ahead and get curious and wonder what could be next? And then not just get curious, what can you do? What steps could you take? Even small ones, because we're made to grow, ladies. Growing doesn't happen all at once. Look around you. Look at these trees. Look at these plants. Look at the world. Little, 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 and you look back and you're amazed. You look back and you stand in wonder because of all that's happened, because you chose to act. So let's go. Here again, I'm at a place where I can reflect. It's a physical location, and I know I stood here, and I know I looked out over this water behind me with no idea all that would happen in the years to come. But I dreamed about it, I planned for it, and I took action for it. All those things. We can hope, but that's not a plan. We can plan, but we need some hope. We need the motivation, and we need action. So here we are in a place that I want you to be encouraged by. I'm telling you part of my story because it's not just for me, and your story isn't just for you. Your memories aren't just for you. They bless you, they encourage you, they spur you on, but they're meant to be shared with those around you. So please don't be a hoarder. Don't hold on to all those good things you've been given, all the memories, all the experiences, all the skills, all the battles you've fought and won. Those are not only for you. Ladies, we are given those things to share. And we can't share them if we don't remember them. So let's get going. Let's get to be good rememberers. Be strong in your memories of how you made plans, you stepped out, you took action, and then you looked back and could see the difference that those things made. Again, we're going to get to tough spots in those journeys, but that's part of the joy. Remember when I was lost in Iceland? I've been lost all over the world. And like my book talks about, getting lost is just a reason to dig deep, to find what's in there, to look around at the resources within and without, to pray for wisdom from God, if that's what you do. That's what I do. And to grow from having gotten through it. All those things come from what? From remembering. From remembering that you have done hard things. From remembering that I don't like how life is now, but I can change it. Remembering you've done things before that you didn't think you could do, and you got through them. And other people need to know, especially women who maybe haven't gone quite as far as we have, haven't gone around the sun quite as many times as we have, but our vintage, that's our advantage. So let's share it, ladies. Let's get lost in wonder, not in fear, not in panic, not in despair. Let's get lost in wonder and see what's out there. Be good rememberers. Share your stories. Take action today. And I'm going to see you next time right here at Lost in Wonder. Go check out my other stories about beauty, about expectations. Woo, there went some ducks. And about things you can't plan. They're going to just amaze you. Thanks for stopping. See you next time. Keep walking in wonder.